the 12-3-30 hot girl walks. I'm just a huge walker and believe in the power of it. Hi, it's Morgan. I talk about walking like all the time. Not only has it helped me lose weight and maintain that and just contribute to like an overall healthier lifestyle for me, but it is so good for your mental health, and I'm a firm believer of that. And I do get questions about it, so I kind of just wanted to talk about that today. I recently got a comment and someone pointed out like, hey, you mention this all the time. I'd love to hear more about the correlation, and let's do it. So just by like kind of a quick research and whatnot, I first want to bring up the points that are claimed about the benefits of walking for your overall health. For example, just a quick list from WebMD itself. Improved sleep, better endurance, stress relief, improved mood, increased energy and stamina, reduced tiredness, which then can increase mental alertness, weight loss, reduced cholesterol, and improved cardiovascular health. On to another article. It says reduction in stress hormones, improved sleep, greater social connection, positive health behaviors, all just really great things. And if you notice, they really pick at different areas. Like, not only is it improving your literal heart health, but also talking about improving your social connection. Like, those are complete opposite ends of the spectrum, and that's kind of what I love about it. So my favorite methods and forms and types of walking are, well, I do still do the 12-3-30 as honestly like my main form of exercise. If you're not familiar with it, I've talked about it so many times. Basically, this like famous viral workout was from Lauren Giraldo, and it's a treadmill workout. So it's 12 incline, you're walking at a 3-speed for 30 minutes. I love that. It gets me so sweaty. I kind of play around with the numbers. It's super easy to kind of meet your needs and where your stamina and endurance and all of that is at. And like I said, like literally just my favorite way to exercise. So easy. I'll put on like a show or a video or something and watch something while I do it. Passes the time. I just love it. That's one. On to hot girl walks. This is another thing that went super viral on TikTok within the past, I don't know, year, 2 years, whatnot. When COVID started, like walking was huge. Walking just blew up because nobody had really other things to do. Like, why don't we just get outside and go for walks, right? Like, walks just blew up, and I love that. But so hot girl walks are literally just like you going on a walk that's supposed to kind of like make you feel empowered, make you feel good, give you a break from your day. Like, it's just supposed to be literally like an empowering walk. Like, it's only called a hot girl walk because that's all just kind of about the mindset, right? Anyone can be a hot girl, hot person, hot whatever. And it's not even just like looking hot, it's feeling hot. Like, it's all about the mindset. It's called a hot girl walk essentially just to make it more fun and hopefully get you in that empowering mindset. Listen to a good podcast, listen to your favorite playlist, whatnot. And then off of that, I feel like there was a huge trend on TikTok, and I even saw it on Instagram Reels and stuff, about people like going on their like mental health walks, which is kind of the same thing as a hot girl walk. Like, literally just taking a break, going on a walk, nothing intense, nothing vigorous unless you want to make it that way, just escaping from your day and just like getting in some movement. The third type of walk that's kind of newer to me is, obviously there was a huge shift into working from home again from the pandemic, and so standing desks are a bigger thing these days. And I actually recently got a treadmill walking pad to go under my desk that raises and lowers, and I think it is the coolest thing because I can walk and work, and you walk at a slow pace, right? But it keeps me active. It's not good to sit in your chair for 8 hours a day. I don't even notice, like, it doesn't become hard. It's just like a good time passer and another form of walking that's really awesome. So those are kind of all the like trendy types of walks, or kind of like the walking that I like to incorporate in my lifestyle. And I kind of just want to relate the points that WebMD and such claims and give my experience on it. Like, just relating it to my life and my journey. Yeah. So the first point I mentioned is that walking can improve your sleep. Before this past year, when I really started trying to like change my lifestyle around, adopt healthier habits, all of that, I didn't always work out. Like, yeah, I did when I was younger and into college, whatever, and then I kind of fell off with it. And I used to have a really hard time falling asleep at night. And yes, that can be caused by various different things, but I used to have really bad like sleep, nighttime anxiety. Like, I didn't want to jump into bed and fall asleep. Like, I literally was like afraid to. I didn't want to go to bed, and I feel like that's a big thing that a lot of people look forward to at the end of the day. But so one of the things that really helped me change that was working out. And I don't even mean going to the gym 2, 3, whatever hours a day. I literally just started doing the 12-3-30 and doing more walks throughout my day, throughout my week, and that started doing it for me. It increases your serotonin, it lowers your stress, it lowers your sleep disturbance, which is part of the reason it helps you improve your sleep. I really feel so good at the end of the day when I do get in a good workout. Again, it doesn't have to be something super intense. Like, Like it can be just a more vigorous walk. But it really is so important to release some endorphins. Basically, quoting directly, endorphins are released during pleasurable activities such as exercise. They help relieve pain, reduce stress, and improve your sense of well-being. All of these things making me feel better at the end of the day, helping me fall asleep at night. A lot of the time, stress is something that can keep you up at night, keep you worried, keep you anxious, keep you not able to fall asleep, and allowing yourself to release those throughout the day, like just, for me, it made a world of difference. So that point I stand directly behind. Next is better endurance. Obviously, practice with any type of physical exercise. You are gonna build up your endurance. My direct experience there is like with the 12-3-30. So if you're new to the workout or just starting it, in the beginning, I 100% held on to the like handlebars of the treadmill. That was a big comment I get when I would talk about this workout. Like, do you hold on? It's so hard to. Now, how do you not? Whatever. Basically, when I first started the workout, of course it was so hard for me. Coming from like barely ever working out to like trying to get in all these new habits, I would hold on to the handlebars. I'd be like dying throughout the whole thing. But now up to today, present day, I usually increase it as I go and I don't hold on at all. So instead of doing like 12-3-30, I'll stay on for longer than 30 minutes. I'll walk at a higher incline than 12 and I'll walk at a higher pace than 3. So obviously my endurance has been built. Proven by the numbers. Next, it says stress relief. I actually saw a TikTok literally today that was saying if you're really stressed, really worried, think about all these problems, work out, and I promise your problems won't seem as big as they are in the current moment. And honestly, well said. I don't know who the creator was. I just passed on my For You page. I didn't like it, save it, whatever, so I can't put it in this video. But I truly think walking is a stress relief. I mean, this can go for working out or walking, but I am talking specifically about literally just going for a walk. Not only is it just good to, you know, get your body moving, like I said, release endorphins, whatnot, but it used to be a big part of my strategy to deal with things would be literally just to like drop what I'm doing and go for a walk. I used to go for a walk during the day all the time whenever I would just get like overwhelmed with something, or I feel like I love the mornings, but then when it gets to the afternoon I get like overwhelmed and kind of like spacey and I'm like I have so much to do but I don't know what to do, you know, whatever. That is a key point in the day where I would just like drop everything, grab my headphones and go for a walk. It's just so good to zone out, not think about anything, just listen to something you enjoy and just walk. Like your body moving, your mind escaping, you come back and you just feel refreshed. Like I promise. I also mentioned a lot how walking really kind of got my creative juices flowing. So not only can it refresh your mindset and kind of help you tackle a problem, like if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling like you need a break, like go take a break, but I also feel like it gives me a more creative outlook. So not only does it help me kind of tackle my problems, but then also add a twist onto it. It makes me like a little bit more re-inspired and like allows me to express things better, which in turn can help you solve problems. And yes, one walk is not going to cure all of your problems, but I do think that if you were to kind of just do this, leave and come back, you will have a fresher mindset. You will be able to tackle things better. Not only is it a good break, but it's just good to move. You know, your body moving just feeds back into your brain. Your physical and your mental health are so strongly correlated, and that's why it's just so important to take care of yourself in all aspects. You know, they feed back into each other so much, and I wish I could like prove that to you more. I don't know if you don't believe me. I don't know what you're still doing watching this, but I just believe that they're so intertwined, and that's like why I've been able to keep up with these habits, because I'm not just walking, I'm not just like doing the exercise to see changes in my body. I see changes and feel changes like in my brain, my emotions, my stability, like just everything. Next is improvement of mood. I remember specifically one day I was having like a mental breakdown and I was like, I literally like I can't do anything right now, like I'm just stressed out, I don't know what to do. I left and I went for a walk. I came back and I was just like, okay, the world's not ending, I don't feel amazing, but I'm better than before, like let's figure this out. Relieve stress, and in turn obviously your mood is gonna change. I mean, even before when I read like what releasing endorphins do, it literally says improves your sense of well-being, like improves your feelings, improves your mood. It just literally all ties together. Increase energy and stamina. I love this. One point I read when I was doing things for a few videos back was instead of after you eat a meal, instead of like sitting down, laying down, taking a break, is going for a walk. So you kind of like fight that lag and that like sluggish feeling after you eat a big meal. And I truly feel this is so good. And I know that if I eat a big meal and I sit down, like I don't want to get back up, but if I eat a meal and I like go and I don't stop, I like go do something, even as simple as going for a walk, I feel like it helps my day keep going. That's also why I like to walk in the middle of the day. I mean, mornings are good too, but like I was saying, I used to literally just like in the middle of the day, take a break, go for a walk, come back and feel good. That is usually the same point in time of the day where everyone feels that like afternoon crash, right? I know not everyone can do this, especially if you don't work from home, but if you're able to, take that time in the day when you're starting to feel sluggish and you feel that like afternoon crash come on. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? But channel that into your walking hour. And I promise, I swear, it's a much better alternative route. Honestly, I think better than having a second cup of coffee too, because a lot of times if I start to feel sluggish, I'll make a second cup of coffee and then I'll drink it and I'll just get overwhelmed. Where if I instead go for a walk or something, I come back and I feel more refreshed. I love coffee, but I honestly feel like the older I get, the more sensitive I am to it, which kind of sucks because I really love the taste, but they do make decaf for a reason. And what I just mentioned literally feeds into the next point, which was reduced tiredness and increases mental awareness. I'm telling you to like take that sluggish hour and turn it into a walk to come back and feel more refreshed. That should wake you up and in turn make you more alert and ready to finish out the day. You know what I'm saying? The next point is weight loss. I did use walking to really help me lose weight. I have a whole video about it if you're not familiar with it. A video I'm like super passionate about and I love. So watch that if you haven't. But like I said, the 12 through 30 is like my favorite thing, and it was and still is my main workout. I used to do it like 6 days a week. I don't do it that often anymore, but I still do it probably at least half the week. I'm trying to incorporate other workouts, whatnot, but I still do love it as much as I used to. It also reduces your cholesterol, improves your heart health. Obviously that's nothing I really can talk about from experience because I don't know if my heart health has changed. I mean, I would hope so, but like how is that something I could really measure, you know? The next thing is that the other article did mention that walks can help you have a greater social connection. I really just want to point out that this literally is a product of everything else kind of that like walking can do for you. You know, if you go on more walks, if you're able to do one a day, that's great. If you're not, try to just do more and more the chance you get. But I just want to say, it's like, okay, if it's telling you that it's gonna relieve stress, it's going to improve your mood, it's gonna make you feel refreshed, like these are all things that make you happier and probably want to be more social and less like isolating. Like I feel like they just all kind of feed in together, and this is kind of one of the products that you get from that. And another one that this article says is positive health behaviors. I truly feel like the days that I make sure to get out and go on a walk, it is getting colder out, so I am spending more time inside, but the days that I am able to get outside and go for walks and breathe in the fresh air and all of that, it really does set me up for success that day and even more that week and whatnot. And I feel like walks are such a simple thing to do that can kind of domino and affect everything else in your day, your week, your month, your life, and just make you overall happier. And this is something that I've really noticed, I've really adopted, and something that's just kind of helped me like live day to day with a much like healthier lifestyle. I eat better, I'm happier, I sleep better, like just everything. I have better relationships. Like this all connects so much, and I know I've talked about this a million times, but I love talking about walks, and if you want to hear more of it, like the comments said, I'm gonna talk more about it, you know? I really have no idea how long this was, but I just kind of wanted to bring up the main effects and pros and benefits of walking and kind of relate it back to my personal experience so that if you are looking into this, you don't just feel like someone is spitting out like these things like, oh, if you go for a walk, you're gonna be less stressed, and you're thinking like, okay, like, really? So I kind of wanted to give you a person behind the picture and know that like I do stand behind these things and I do relate to them, and I do feel like this past year adopting these habits has really done so well for me. And like I said, if you want to hear more about this, like I'm gonna give it to you. So that was my little talk and comments on walks, and I do really appreciate and I do really love when you do comment topics and videos that you'd like to see, hear about, and whatnot. So I do really appreciate that, and thank you for this comment. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this kind of gave you a little inspo to go on a walk today and tomorrow. And I know the weather is gonna suck soon if you live around where I do, but do your best. Thank you so much for being here. This is just something I am really passionate about, and I love that it aligns with you as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you have not, and I hope to see you in my next one.